Good morning to all. We are learning file handling in C. We have seen about the file. The file can store many of information and the specific data that will be generated several times and that will be displayed on the console, or you can print that data. So system can recover this data. The system has taken some C language input values, for example, A, B, C. Those values, as we know, these values we have taken as an input and we are calculating something. We are calculating something that is, for example, the addition of the A and B, or you can calculate the quadratic equation, or you can calculate the sum of numbers. So all of these values are volatile, because whenever the C language program is started, we are inputting these values, and after calculating of some values, we are getting the values. But when we are stopping this C program, these values will be get lost. The values are not stored so that these values will be having it cannot be recovered. Those values will be volatile and cannot be accessed later on also. So this will come the concept of file handling. We know that the file which will store some values, the file which will store the text data, the file which will store the images, or you can say video clips, you can say number of types of files are there in the world. So in the C program also, we can store some values in the file also. So there we can see how the file handling goes on. The file will be get created, then file will be get opened. The file will be get read. The file will be get to write, and we can delete that file. Now, this is a very important thing, that we can store all the data in our C program. So we can operate on these files, that we can create the file and we can perform the number of operations on the file. We have seen these file functions. When we can start with our file handling, we can operate on these files by using the number of functions. We have seen these all functions, that is fopen, fclose, fprintf, fscanf, fputc, fgetc, fseek, fputw, fgetw, ftail, and rewind functions. So all of these functions will be used to open, to read, to write, and search and close the file. These list of functions are very important. See, in our examination point of view, these functions will be get asked in our multiple choice questions. Maybe these functions. So 11 functions are very important. Okay, so all we have seen yesterday, that this file very important, that is derived data type, or you can say defined data type. Fopen is used to open a file, and that file will be get created. If there will be no any existing file, the file will be get created. So here the file file, this is a capital letters, written in capital letters, so that this file has a defined data type. Fopen is our function. The function carries two values, parameters, file name and mode. this file name and mode. The file name will be, we have to specify. For example, we have seen here the file name, which will be given in double quotation. So this file name will be given in double quotation, and the mode will be also given in double quotation. So only these two values will be having these parameters of F open. So these are the parameters. For one of the parameter, that is mode. Mode is a purpose where we can do what we can do with this file. For example, we have to open that file in read mode. We can open that file into write mode or in append mode, or you can say R plus W plus and A plus will open the text file in read and write mode. So these opening modes are also very important on the point of view of examination. Okay, so these are the opening mode. What is mode? Mode is a purpose, that what we are doing with the file. Okay, F open, we know that F open will first search that file. If there will be no any file, then it will be get created a new file. So this is the example of file opening of file underscore handle.c. For example, in double quotation, we have specified the file name and comma, then comma is given, and R is a read mode. Read mode is a purpose of that file. For what reason we have opened that file? For what purpose we have opened file? That purpose is a read. To read a file, we have to read that file. So what is done here? That we are going to read the file pointer f get c. This will read the number of characters which are written in this file underscore handle.c file. So those all characters will be get read, and whenever end of file will be happened, when we reach to the end of file, the program will get break, and all the characters, whatever the written the characters, all written or all readable characters will be printed, and at the last we are going to close that file with the statement, that is f close fp. So closing of file will be done with the f close. F close will close that file. Whenever we are trying to open the file, maybe the existing file, or we are going to create a file, at the last moment we have to close that file, otherwise the file will get some garbage values. Now we are learning towards the fprintf and fscanf. So these two statements are very important statements in the file handling. What are those statements? These statements are fprintf function, that is to write into the file. So the fprintf function is used to write the set of characters into the file. Okay, we are writing some values or some characters to the file. So this will send the formatted output to a stream, for example, stream in the sense console. So you can just get the syntax fprintf, that is the file pointer is there, then constant value, maybe character, whatever the values will be given with the arguments, and fscanf is also given. What is this? Fprintf is used for writing to the file. So we have seen the printf like this. Fprintf is also used. Printf is used for displaying some values on the console or monitor, but fprintf is used to print the whatever the values in the file, or also we can display that information. Now, what is the next function is reading the file. So we have to read that file by using the fscanf function. So scanf function, we have seen the scanf function in our normal programs, but here we are using the fscanf. What is the fscanf? Fscanf function is used to read a set of characters from the file. See, this is very important. From the file, in the sense, the existing file, it has been stored some values. All these values will be get read from that file. But here fprintf is used to write some values to the file or into the file. This will be done, fscanf will be done reading a file values from the file. So it will read a word from the file and returns end of the file at the end of the file. So what is the syntax of this one? This is the syntax fscanf. So file pointer is there, and whatever the values will be given as a constant character format, it will be given by using comma. So those are the fprintf and fscanf functions. So this is, for example, we can just see here example, C file example storing the employee information. Let us see the example of this program. Let us see the file handling example to store the employee information as entered by the user from the console. From the console, what is console? Console is a monitor. We are giving some values from the console. So we are giving so many values from our keyboard, and those values will be ID, name, and salary of the employee. So what are the values? These values you can see here at the right hand side. The program shows that. The program shows stdio.h void main programming. The file is a defined data type. The file is a defined data type. Then star fptr, that is the file pointer. This is the file pointer. What are the next? ID is an integer value, character, name is a character value, salary is a float value. So these three values we are going to input. Now fptr, this is very important statement. fptr, where fptr is there? File star fptr. fptr will contain the fopen. Fopen in bracket, this is the file name. In our fopen, two arguments were there. What is that arguments? File name and mode of that file. So what is the mode of this file? That is W plus. And what is the name of the file? That is employee.txt. Employee.txt is the file name which we have opened for a writing purpose. Why we are using that file? We are going to create the emp.txt file for writing purpose. Whenever we are creating any file, we have to write something on that file. Otherwise, we cannot read any data from that file. So that emp.txt will be a blank file, but that file will be get written something values. Okay, what is the next? If fptr is equal to null, then file does not exist. So if fptr will not get that value, so file will not exist. Now the file will get exist, then we are giving the values. First value, printf statement. See here, printf statement, enter the value of id. Id value we have printed here, and scanf will say that this value will be inputted from the keyboard. The value will be inputted from the keyboard. So what will be the keyboard value? Ampersand id. So this is %d will be give integer value. See here on the upper side we have declared that id is an integer value. Now this is very important statement. Next statement is an important statement. What is that? fprintf. fprintf in bracket fptr. fptr as a file pointer, and in double quotation this id is going to display and get stored in that file. Which file? fptr. Where fptr is given? fptr is given to the pointer is given to the emp.txt file. So this information will be get written into the employee.txt file, emp.txt file. Now the next value will be taken. The next value is taken. Enter the name. So what is the name? Scanf will enter the name. Scanf will enter the name. %yes name. Name is inputted from the keyboard, and this information name will be again stored with the fprintf to the file. Which file? fptr. fptr, that is the employee.txt, emp.txt. So this name of the employee will be get stored to this file. Okay. Now what is the next value? Enter the salary. So salary will be float, so that we have given here %f. %f is used for float value, getting the float value. So salary will be always in float value. So float value will be here fprintf. The next statement will store the value of salary inside the emp.txt file. So next value will be again stored to the emp.txt file. Okay, so all these values will be get stored in the file, so that we have written all these values. We are going to write these values. Which are those values? First, id, fprintf fptr id, fprintf fptr name, fprintf salary. All these three values are going to store those values in the emp.txt file. emp.txt file. Can you see this emp.txt file? So all this information will be stored in emp.txt file. Now this file has extension txt, that is a text file. Now we are just close that file. So this will be closed, that file. Now can you see that what is the output of this program? The output is again at the left hand side, the value 1. The name is Sonu, and the enter the salary 1,20,000. All this information is taken from the emp.txt file. All this information is taken from this emp text file. This text file is here at the, here we have opened that file for write purpose. Opened that file for write purpose. Okay, so this is a particularly all the information we are stored in our file. We have opened our file emp.txt for writing purpose, and all the information we have written in our file. See this is, and this, all the information we have written in this emp.txt file, and we close that file. At the last, what is the statement? F close fptr, that is we have closed that file emp.txt. Whenever we are opened any new file or any existing file, we have to close that file. So this is the output of this program, where we have entered the ID 1, enter the name Sonu, and 1,20,000 is the salary. These values are actually residing in the emp.txt file. So this will be emp.txt file is going to display all this information. So what is the difference between this scanf, this scanf? These are the normal scanf functions. Printf functions are also normal printf functions, but this printf, this printf, and the last printf, this will store the information in the emp.txt, and as well as this will get display on the output. Okay, so that will be our output of this file. Okay, so this is, we are going to clear all this now. Which are those next statement? That is fputup, fputc, and fgetc. So these are two also very important functions. What is that? fputc, the function fputc is used for writing a single character. This is very important, single character into the file. And fgetc, whatever we are going to write that single character, we can read. This will get the character from the string. Okay, fgetc will read that character, single character from the file. This is from the file, this is into the file. We are going to write this one, and we are going to read this one. This will, the getc will read, and putc will write. Putc will write. Okay, putc is going to write this single character. Okay, so both are having the syntax fputc. So integer value, whatever the c, there are two parameters, stream, file name, and whatever the file pointer. Okay, and this is the fgetc will read that information as a single character from the file, that is fgetc. So these are two functions which are also important. Next three functions are also very important function. That is, the first is a fseek function. What is the fseek function? This will set the file pointer to the specified offset. So file pointer will be set to the having some value. So it is used to write data into the file at desired location. We are going to write the data at some position, some specified offset. So that can be done with the using fseek function. This is the syntax: fseek in bracket file stream, file, that is the file pointer, then offset value, and wherever this offset value, how we can do it, that will be done. So these are the three constants that is used in fseek function for whence. What is that? Seek set, seek current value, and seek end. So whenever we are writing some value on the fseek function in the file, you are using that, you are going to write the data into the file for this desired location. So this is the current location where we are going to write that file, and this is the last position, we have to seek that last position. So this is fseek function. The next function is a rewind function. The next function is a rewind function. So what is the rewind function? The rewind function sets the file pointer at the beginning. At the beginning of the file. Stream is a file. So it is useful to have to use stream many times. So we have to rewind that file. So this is the same as these three functions: fseek, ftail, and rewind. These three functions are used to handle the files. For example, we are just see the in the old days there was a one tape recorder, and it has something like this one. This is a file tape. The tape has something head was there, and we are just playing this cassette. We are playing this cassette by using this tape. So what will happen whenever we are starting this tape? This will be always start from the beginning. So that will be starting with beginning. And if we are going to rewind this tape, this will be rewinding. The rewind button will be always on the tape recorder. So we can rewind that our tape, and at the last moment this will come at the beginning. So that will be called as a rewind function. So this is a very similar, this rewind function is used to rewind this type of tape. This is a very similar to the our function, to the our file. So file will be taken as the beginning of the file. So this will set the pointer to the beginning of the file. So like this we can do it with the rewind function. And the next function is a ftail function. What is the ftail function? Ftail function will return the current file position. So this is also very important. Ftail will give current file position, current position of our pointer in the specified stream, in the sense file. So we can use ftail function to get the total size of the file after moving the file pointer at the end of the file. So we can use seek end constant to move the file pointer at the end of the function. So what is this syntax? Ftail into whatever the file pointer. So this will give the file position, current file position. So current file position will get displayed with the ftail. So these three functions are also important with our file handling. What are those functions? fseek, this will seek, this will find the current file position, the pointer position in the file. The ftail will get the current file position, and rewind will take rewind of your file. So that will come file pointer to the beginning of the file. Fseek will seek the location of our pointer, somewhere maybe in the middle part, somewhere at the beginning part, or somewhere in the end part. At the last, the file fseek function will seek, or it will find the current position, and ftail will give that particular position, that is file current position. Okay, so that is the all about the file handling. Thank you very much for attending this lecture.